Here are 4 rules that will help you break lust and finally take control of your mind. Rule number 1, lower the noise in your brain. Before you try to defeat lust, you have to understand why it keeps beating you. Most people think they have a lust problem, but most of the time, they actually have an overstimulation problem. From the moment you wake up, your brain is being attacked. Phone notifications, reels, shorts, random videos, music, junk content, attractive faces, endless scrolling. And every single time you consume something easy, your brain gets a small hit of pleasure without earning anything. Slowly, your mind starts losing interest in real life. Studying feels boring, training feels boring, working on your goals feels boring, even sitting alone with your own thoughts feels painful. And when real life becomes boring, lust becomes powerful. Not because lust is stronger than you, but because your brain has been trained to chase the fastest escape. That is why the first step is not to fight lust directly. The first step is to remove the noise that keeps feeding it. For the next 7 days, cut out every cheap source of pleasure. No mindless scrolling, no random shorts, no useless entertainment, no late-night phone sessions. Because the more you keep feeding your brain easy pleasure, the harder discipline becomes. But when you stop giving your mind instant rewards, something powerful happens. Your brain starts to calm down. Normal life starts feeling real again. Focus comes back. Energy comes back. And lust loses the environment it needs to control you. This is not just a detox. This is you telling your brain, you don't control me anymore. Rule number 2, protect your eyes. A lot of people say they want to quit lust, but they keep looking at the same things that create lust. Their feed is full of models, suggestive videos, sexual jokes, thumbnails, edits, and content that quietly pulls their mind in the wrong direction. Then at night, when the urge comes, they act surprised. But the truth is simple. You cannot keep planting triggers in your mind and expect peace in your heart. What you watch does not disappear. It stays. It becomes a thought. That thought becomes a feeling. That feeling becomes a craving, and that craving eventually becomes an action. This is why controlling your input is not weakness. It is intelligence. A disciplined man does not wait until temptation becomes strong. He removes temptation while it is still small. So clean your feed. Unfollow the accounts that trigger you. Stop watching content that secretly pulls you back. When something appears that you know is dangerous for your mind, look away immediately. Do not stare. Do not test yourself. Do not say, I am strong enough. Because the strongest men are not the ones who stand in front of fire and hope they don't burn. The strongest men are the ones who know when to walk away. Every trigger you remove today is one less battle you will fight tomorrow. Rule number 3, never negotiate with the urge. When an urge appears, most people lose because they start talking to it. They say, just one look, just for 2 minutes. I will stop after this. This is the last time. But the moment you start negotiating, you are already losing. Because lust does not need you to agree fully. It only needs you to delay your discipline for a few seconds. That is why you need a rule. The moment the urge appears, move. Do not sit there thinking. Do not lie in bed fighting your thoughts. Do not open your phone to check something. Move immediately, stand up, leave the room, wash your face, do push-ups, go outside, drink water, call someone, open your notebook, do anything that breaks the pattern. Because an urge is like a wave. It rises, it feels intense, it reaches a peak, and then it passes. But only if you don't feed it. The problem is not that you feel urges. The problem is that you have trained yourself to obey them, so now you have to train the opposite. Feel the urge, but do not follow it. Let it rise, let it scream, let it pass. Every time you refuse to obey it, your mind becomes stronger. And every time you act quickly, you prove to yourself that you are not a slave to a feeling. Rule number 4, build a life you don't need to escape from. This is the part most people ignore. Lust usually attacks hardest when your life feels empty. When you have no goal, no routine, no mission, no progress, nothing to build, nothing to chase. So your mind starts looking for comfort, and lust becomes the easiest escape. Not because you truly want it, but because you are bored, lonely, stressed, or disappointed with yourself. That is why you cannot only remove lust, you have to replace it. Replace it with training. replace it with studying. Replace it with a skill. Replace it with prayer. Replace it with business. Replace it with a mission that makes your future more important than your pleasure. Because if your mind has no direction, it will chase distraction. If your life has no purpose, your body will chase pleasure. So give yourself something meaningful to suffer for. A goal that pulls you forward, a future that excites you, a version of yourself that you refuse to betray. And this is my honest opinion. Lust is not defeated by motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Lust is defeated when you become tired of living below your potential. When you finally look at your life and say, I was not created just to waste my energy on temporary pleasure, that is when real change starts. Because every time you say no to lust, you are saying yes to your future. Every time you reject a trigger, you are protecting your character. Every time you choose discipline over escape, you are becoming a different man. The goal is not just to stop lust. The goal is to become the kind of man who no longer needs lust to feel alive. So if you are ready to break the cycle and take your mind back, comment day 1 and subscribe for more videos that help you build discipline, purpose, and real self-control.